Welcome back, students. Our today's topic is revisiting rational number and their decimal expansion. This is the last topic of this first chapter. Now, in the previous part, we had revisited irrational number, and we had seen how we can prove whether the given number is irrational or not. Here we'll be discussing something about rational numbers. So, as you know, rational number, you know the definition, just I am recalling it. Rational number is either its decimal expansion. The decimal expansion of a rational number is either terminating, that means division will stop, like something if I add 0.25, the division stops. So this is terminating. So if you have a fraction in such a way that its decimal expansion terminates, then we call that number as a rational number. Or we can have, if suppose the decimal expansion is not terminating. If it is non-terminating, then it should be recurring. Recurring what? The digit should recur. Like if you have something like 0.333 this way. If this is the case, then we say that it is also a rational number. Now, here in this chapter, we'll try to find out if we are given a rational number, how will we find whether it's terminating or non-terminating and recurring. You'll be given a number and you'll be asked to find out if it is a terminating type rational number or non-terminating recurring type rational number. You'll have to say that. So let us begin. Now I will take some example, like if I write 0.2, you have to very clearly see what I am writing and what I mean to say. You have to concentrate here. If I write 0.2, now you have studied in a lower class. If you are given this and they had asked to convert this into fraction form. So what you had done? You had done this 2 upon 10. I hope everyone knows this. Now if you have 0.25, so this you can write as 25 upon 100, or you can say that it's 25 upon 10 power 2. If I give you something 0.025, that means it's 25 upon 1000. That is 25 upon 10 power 3, and so on. Now, what you see here, that all the decimal expansions which I have written is of terminating type. And if I convert them in the form P upon Q, then you see that always you are getting in powers of 10. The denominator is coming in powers of 10. So one thing is clear here, that if you have denominator as 10 or in powers of 10, then that number or that rational number will be of terminating type. Okay, again, if more precisely, I can reduce it to lowest term. So if you reduce this to lowest term, you will get this 1 upon 5. This will get 1 upon 5. If you reduce this to lowest term, you are going to get 1 upon 4. If you reduce this to lowest term, you are going to get 1 upon 40. This you are going to get. Now, as you see, it has 5 in the denominator. Again, if you divide, you are going to get the same thing. Here you see, you have 2 power 2. 4 is 2 power 2. Here you have 2, 2 ja 4, 2 ja 8, 5 ja 40. That is 1 upon 2 power 3 into 5. So, if you have to check whether the given decimal expansion or if the given rational number will be terminating or not, again I am saying, to check whether the given rational number is terminating or not, you have to check the denominator. You have to check the denominator. If denominator has a number whose prime factors are, if the denominator has number whose prime factors are 2 or 5 or both, if the prime factors are 2 or 5 or both, if this is the case, then that rational number will be of terminating type. That rational number will be of terminating type. To mean to say, your denominator should be of the type 2 power n m into 5 power n, where m and n are positive integers. So if your denominator has prime factors 2 and 5, you have to keep in mind 2 and 5, no other number, then 2 or 5 or both. Apart from this, you should not have any number. Then that rational number will be of terminating type. So that decimal expansion will be of terminating type. Now this is one way. Now let us consider it other way. The same, or I will take some questions like here you are given decimal expansion, and decimal expansion you saw that if it has 10 or in powers of 10, then that will be terminating. Now if suppose I give a number 3 upon 8. Now easily you can say whether the expansion will be terminating or not. So from this, it's clear that if you have a rational number x which can be expressed in the form p upon q, if you have a rational number x which can be expressed in the form p upon q, where q of course not equals to 0, q is not equals to 0, and if on doing prime factorization of q, that is when on doing prime factorization of the denominator, if this q can be expressed in the form 2 power m into 5 power n, if you can express this number in this form, then you will say that the given rational number will be of terminating type. I showed you like when I had 0.025, it was terminating. Then I converted this into a rational number, and this number I simplified into factors of 2 and 5. You see, you have factors of 2 and 5. So whenever you get a rational number whose denominator can be factorized in the form 2 power m into 5 power n, means if the denominator has prime factor 2 and 5, then you will say that the number is a rational number and it's terminate. So I hope it's very much clear to you how to identify whether the number is terminating or not. Now let us take the not question, that is, how will you say that the given rational number is non-terminating but recurring? For example, let us take a rational number 2 upon 30. Now let us do the division and see what you get. 2, 13. 2 of course is not divisible by 13, so you will put decimal sign and 20, then 13 1 ja 13. Now here you get 7, you can make it 70, then 13 5 ja 65. You see you are getting 5, you will make it 50. 13 3 ja 39, 39, you will get here 11. 11 can be written as 110 and you can write as 13 8 ja 104. You will get 6, you can make it 60. 13 4 ja 52. You will get 8, you can make it 0. 13 6 ja 78. Here 78 will come. You will get 2, you do 0. So here this was 20. Again this 20 came. Again the whole procedure will be repeated. Means this number will, this whole of this set of the number will again repeat itself. After this, means after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, after 6 places of decimal, the digit will again repeat itself, because again you are getting the same denominator, the same remainder, the one which you started with. You started with 20, here again 20 came. So again all this will be repeated and you get the same set of numbers. So this is now clearly, this is non-terminating, still the division will move on. And you'll keep on getting these numbers after every 6 digit. Again you'll get 1, 5, 3, 8, 4, 6. Then again 1, 5, 3, 8, 4, 6, 1, 5, 3, 8, 4, 6. It will keep on repeating. So division is non-terminating, but the digits are repeating. So this is an example of non-terminating but recurring type of rational number. Now you see one thing. If you do, first of all, you cannot do prime factorization of this. 13 itself is a prime number. You see that the denominator has neither 2 nor 5. It has neither 2 nor 5. Other than that, it has number. So whenever you get a rational number whose denominator, I am making it simplified, whose denominator contains factors other than 2 or 5, contains factors other than 2 or 5, or it does not contain 2 or 5 or both, then that rational number will be non-terminating, non-recurring. You will come across many examples. You just have to see the question. Based on the question, you have to justify whether the given rational number is terminating or non-terminating but recurring. So I hope you must have understood what has been taught. In case if you have any doubt, you can comment me in the comment box. I will try to solve the doubt. One question more I will take. One more question I will take. If suppose it is from your NCERT book, the same thing, NCERT or may not be from NCERT. If I take one question like if I take 35 upon 50, if I take 35 upon 50 and I ask you, tell me what type of rational number it is, terminating or non-terminating but recurring. So what you have to do, you have to factorize this 50, do the prime factorization, so you can write this as 2, you can do this as, okay, 2, 5 ja 10, 5 ja 50. What you are getting? This you can write as 35 upon 2 into 5 power 2. Of course, you are getting the prime factors as 2 and 5. So yeah, this will be non-terminating type decimal. Now if you wish to find what its answer will be, in a simplified manner, what its answer will be. Like if you divide this, it might take time. Instead of that, what you can do, just make the powers of 2 and 5 same. By multiplying and dividing, make the powers of 2 and 5 same. So here you have 5 power 2, here you have 2 power 1. To make it same, you will have to multiply one more 2. So that it also gets the power 2 power 2. So you can do this way, 2 into 35 upon this. Now it become 2 power 2 into 5 power 2. Now above it will be 70. Here you can apply law of indices, 2 into 5 whole power 2. This will be 70 upon 10 power 2. 10 power 2 is of course 100. 10 power 2 is 100. So this will be 0.70. So decimal expansion of this rational number will be this. So sometimes they even ask you to do this way. So this is all for today. From the next video onward, we will be solving questions which are very important according to as per the examination point of view, but are not given in NCERT book. So hope you are enjoying my class. So this is all for the day. Have a good day.